Welcome to the world of CONVO with CINO. Prepare to be captivated by the electric energy of CONVO with CINO. Get ready for exhilarating interviews that put the spotlight on visionary business owners and trailblazing entrepreneurs across the realms of finance, fashion, fitness, and beyond.
Now tune in with your favorite host. It's CONVO with Mr. CINO Show. Bring you the latest on the gossip and more. Created, innovative, new opportunity. Reliable source to provide info like a news feed. Interviews up close and personal. With high topics, entertainment and how you want it for more. Creative content on a whole different note. Motivating, building up our future with hope. Right here on your #1 show. You hear it first, like never before. The conversation inspirational. CONVO with CINO. You now tune in with your favorite host. Right here on your #1 show. CONVO with CINO. You hear it first, here like never before. The conversation inspirational. CONVO with CINO. You now tune in with your favorite host. Right here on your #1 show. CONVO with CINO.
Welcome. You are now tuned into another episode of CONVO with CINO. And today is kind of a special day for me. I'm celebrating today our 30th episode. That's right, guys. 30 episodes of CONVO with CINO, over a year in production. And I just appreciate you guys for tuning in, rocking with your boys. So as you can see, I'm here at another different location. And today we got a special show for you. This is for my, for the dons and the divas today. This is for people who want to, kind of get into self-care and pampering yourselves and things like that. So I reached out to this young lady. Actually, we just connected. She reached out. She's doing some incredible things in her business, in her field, and in her industry. And I can see her real soon being one of the game changers of this industry. So we talking about beauty, y'all. We talking about, getting fly, feeling good, feeling fresh, and all that good stuff. So again, but look, before we get started, get deep, tune in, like, and subscribe to CONVO with CINO on my YouTube channel and all my social media platforms. So look, we about to get right into it. So today, my guest, I'm here at this beautiful location here in Maryville, Indiana. And so I have the pleasure of sitting down with the incredible, the phenomenal, the amazing Miss Cameran Battley of Honee B Beauty. How you doing, Cameran?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome to CONVO with CINO.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. I was excited about this. So.
Man. Well, awesome. Well, you've been doing some great things. So let's get right into it. Tell me about how you got into the beauty industry, beauty field, how all of this came about.
So I actually started in the commercial production industry. I went to Columbia College Chicago for film and video. I worked in there, got burnt out, and I was looking for something else to do, especially during the winter times, because commercial production in Chicago is like dead in the winter. So I was at my beautician. She was having an event and she talked about esthetician. So I was like, what's an esthetician? I looked it up. I was like, oh, facials and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah. So that's what got me into, I went to Aveda for aesthetics. And then during that process, I learned about the power of massage. I had people who come and say, I couldn't move my neck before I came to you. Thank you. And so I was like, oh, wow, this is dope. And I was doing nails when I was little. So I went to Soma for a massage, and I went to a nail school to just round it off. So that's how I got into the beauty and wellness industry.
Wow. So you were in media communication. So you went to Columbia College. So how was that experience? I mean, me being in media, give me a couple tips, in media real quick.
So going to Columbia was one of the best parts of my life. I met some of my best friends that we're still friends to this day. I learned a lot about myself and just get into the industry. It was so many things that I learned about film, the roles and everything. It was always events and networking, and that's why I really learned to network, the power of networking, because they drilled that into us ever since orientation, day one. And so I did a lot of networking with different film organizations, and that opened opportunities for me to work on commercials, and then that got me jobs after school and things like that. So Columbia was definitely a launching pad to like who I am today. So
wow, that's dope, because I guess in life sometimes we never know like where we'll be. So you had a vision of being in like media, because when I walked in, you said, "Wow, it feels good to be behind the behind the scenes, or what have you." So that's interesting. So what was that transition like, going from one industry to the other? Because I guess you could still be in the media or communication field, right?
Yeah, so that's what I kind of did. And so I worked mainly on commercials. I used to want to do films, and then it's one of those things. Sometimes when you want to do something, you learn about it, and you're like, yeah, I don't really want to do that. So I got into the commercial side of it, and so when I did that, I would do both. So I would do independent contract work. So I would work on corporate gigs and then do commercials, and then kind of bounce between the two until it came too much. So where one company I worked with was like, you keep calling up. And I don't usually do that, but I was like, this other opportunity came, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick one because it was getting too much. So I just was like, you know what? When I started to make my rate as a PA doing this stuff, I said, okay, and shorter hours. So I was like, yeah, it's time for me to make that switch. So
no, that's dope, because a lot of people, I was just talking to some people last night. I was on a show, and they talk about putting all your eggs in one basket. And so you didn't do that. You kind of went with the flow. And I think that's what it kind of goes with your life, because as you flowing, massages and all that, things are just, kind of the flow in life,
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So your first career goal, and then you kind of stumbled onto another career goal, and then one outweighed the other, so you just went full force with that one. Okay. Great. Okay. So starting your business, you say you started, making a lot more money than your job. So what was some of the challenges, or what was kind of like that first year of you going into this new career?
So the first year was a little rocky. I think like with anything when you're just starting out, I'm learning as I go. So it was a lot of stuff I kind of jumped into it that like what I know today, I would do things differently. But the first year, like I didn't know about marketing and things like that. I was just kind of out here. So I did a lot of still independent contract work. So I just like, let me sign up with as many companies that do this kind of stuff as possible. People would say I was the plug for like this kind of work. They're like, you at every company.
So your mission was to go and get contracts with companies to do massages?
So working so there's a lot of mobile spa.
Okay.
So they're mobile spa companies. So there's companies that they may be stationed in Texas, but they'll contract people all over the United States for corporations.
So you pretty much come into a company like executives or salespeople, business people, or administrative type of organizations, and you'll offer. They'll give them massages? Is that?
Yeah, so the companies will reach out, like part of their corporate wellness.
Okay.
So they'll reach out to a company, and then they'll hire us, and we'll go do chair massages or nails. I've worked for conferences, like conventions, offices, spa parties, all those kind of things.
So what's the I guess the physical part of massages, like for you, like? Because, I mean, you working, like, and I'm sure everybody's body type is different, everybody's muscle. So how how is that on you? Like, because you must be pretty strong. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say, you know.
So a common misconception with massage is people think you have to be strong. Now you do have to be in some type of shape just because of the nature of it. It's still a physical job, but we learn body mechanics. So when someone is leaning in with our bodies versus using our muscles, so it's just using your body weight versus actually your muscles is how we're supposed to work. And so if somebody is taller and bigger, I'll lower my table so I can lean in more. If they're smaller or thinner, I'll raise it up a little bit because they don't need as much. Even though smaller people, they tend like skinny, like ladies, like skinny ladies, they be like getting a lot of pressure.
Oh wow, okay.
You wouldn't think with something like you gotta get in there deep.
Oh,
so, but it's a body mechanics.
CONVO with CINO would like to thank Midwest Custom Print specializes in helping small businesses and corporations' digital and print branding come to life. www.midwestcustomprint.com. You think it, we create it.
Speaking of deep, I remember I was on vacation and I had a deep massage. I think
Deep tissue.
Deep. I would never do that again. Never. It was horrible because they took me through. It was like hot, then the steam, then they put me in a cold shower, and I mean it was like going through a car wash. I felt like I was going through like an automatic car wash. It was just up and down, and it hurted. It hurt. I mean, and I was like, I don't want to do that one no more. Just give me then I had the one like on the beach with the wind. I was like, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that deep tissue. So do you do deep tissues or?
I do. That's not my specialty. But one of the things with deep tissue too, a lot of people think it has to hurt and it doesn't. So sometimes what happens is after a massage, it is typical to have some soreness, like after you work out kind of soreness. If you feel like you got hit by a bus, then that's what they call kickback pain.
Man, they kick my butt pain.
So sometimes when people go in deep too soon before really warming up the muscles, that can happen. So you want to warm up the muscles first and then, go in. So, and then with the hot and the cold, it sounded like they was trying to do your circulation. So that's kind of a type of hydrotherapy, but it probably was too much.
That was too much. They just did. I mean, I'm on vacation to relax, not get beat up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not go through a wrestling match. You know what I'm saying?
And some therapists think, like, what I learned in this industry with beauty, hair, aesthetics, everything, people have their own style and their own niches. And there's some therapists who are like, I'm going to listen to what you want. I'm going to ask you, like, is the pressure okay? What's going on? Get some feedback for you so I can adjust to what you need. And some therapists like, I'm just gonna give you what I think you should need, and I gotta beat you up.
Man, yeah, no, that's crazy. So what all services do you provide? I know you do some post-op stuff, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about your services.
So I do post-op massages.
And break that down for the men. It might be some brothers watching this. We don't know what all that is. So
okay, so
they may want to get it for that. All these events, Mother's Day, Valentine's. They may want to hire you. So kind of break it down what you do.
Okay, so with the post-op massages, so the cosmetic plastic surgery had a boom. So a lot of people are getting the BBLs and tummy tucks and things like that. So after they get the surgery, they need post-op care and the post-op massages. So what the post-op massages do, as a post-op therapist, we help with the massages to get the lymphatic system moving for them, because when you get injured or you're cut, a lot of the vessels are damaged, so your lymphatic system isn't working properly, so the swelling, you get a lot of fluid retention. So what we do is help move that along so it doesn't stay in the system and get hard and things like that, and make it comfortable for the client. And so they can recover faster. That's the main goal. It helps you heal faster. And then also with that, helping them with compression, being in a faja, just different things that they may need during the recovery process. So it's not a regular massage. It's not just like manual lymphatic drainage, because a lot of people say lymphatic massages, and it's two different things. MOD is part of post-op care, but it's not the whole thing. So to help people recover faster, they should get post-op massages after surgery. Okay. So that's one of the services I do.
So let me touch on that. Let me touch on that. So when a person gets that, I guess we'll call it BBL or cosmetic surgery, how do they know what to do? Like, do they get prepped after? Like they say, well, okay, after this, you're gonna need this and this and this. It's like an instruction book after you get. And how does that work?
So I want to do a little plug for CSL Therapy.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm the CSL director of Indiana. CSL Therapy is an organization that is pretty much bringing regulation to the post-op care industry, or the body altering aesthetics industry. So body contours, people who do incisional drainage, post-op care. And so one of the things is in this industry, a lot of people get a lot of different information from different people. And so a lot of times surgeons don't always give the best post-op care because mostly they do the surgery and then they have their instruction, but it's not always the best kind of thing. So if you go to CSL Therapy, then you will find like everything you would need as far as what you need to do pre, post, during the whole process. And so it just gives you a uniform instruction of what you should do, because that's one of the things when it comes to ladies and gentlemen who are getting these services, they don't know. You go to TikTok, one person saying this, one person is telling you how their journey went, and how their journey went may not be yours because everyone's body is different. So CSL Therapy is a place to go for all the information that is uniform, so people can get on one accord and know what they need to do after care.
If you're looking to advertise, sponsor, or be a guest on CONVO with CINO to talk about your business or event, or you have a powerful story or testimony, email info@convowithcino.com or visit www.convowithcino.com.
Now, is that just in Indiana, or that's something that's nationwide now, or how's
worldwide?
Worldwide. So, okay. Yeah, well, congratulations.
So I didn't found it. I was.
But you now.
So part of it. Yeah. Ty Brown, a Toys University and CSL Therapy. She's been doing this for like a long time, and she's did her thing with getting everyone organized and everything. So
man,
I'm happy to be part.
Yeah, congratulations. And so, how long have you been doing this now? How long?
So the post-op or in general?
Yeah.
So I've been licensed esthetician for 9 years, massage for 8, and nail tech for 7. I pretty much went back to back to back.
Okay. I seen some of your reviews. I seen my shout out Jocelyn Kelly over there at Jay's Breakfast Club out in Gary. And she had a testimony, and it was just like, oh, her hands are just amazing. I mean, the glory of God. It was a great testimony. So what do you base that on? Like, how is it just some techniques you use, or you just passionate about what you're doing? Like, what makes you different from, what gives you these phenomenal testimonies?
My energy.
Just the energy.
Yeah. So and when I first got to when I was at Veda, and one lady said I was doing a back treatment on her, and she was like, I have to see if you have a good touch. Not everyone has it. And she's like, I have to see if you have it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't know this. Okay. So I went to do this. She was like, you have a good touch. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I guess I did a good job,
Yeah.
But I understand what she means now. Not everyone has like good energy. And that's just kind of like just who I am as a person. And it took me some years to kind of figure out. Someone asked me, like, what's your superpower? I was like, I don't know. They was like, it's your energy. I was like, okay.
Wow.
They was like, yeah.
Wow. So no, that's dope. I mean, as I was been promoting this show, your name has definitely been like, oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, I know her. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good. So I mean, good news does travel fast. So congratulations on all your success. As a matter of fact, hold on, I got a little something for you. I always bring my guests a little something. So This is the Bel Air richer than I've ever been. So I don't know if you drink or you know what, but you know, it's a nice gift, and I like to give all my guests just a token for being on Convo with CINO and on all your success and continued success. So this is the signature bottle of Richer Than I Ever Been, and I just want to get that to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
my
congratulations.
goodness. Oh, this a boss move.
That's
yeah.
a boss. That's a boss. Only bosses come on Convo with CINO.
I
So
like
if you think you're a boss, hit us up, right? But so congratulations on all your success. So let's talk about some more of your services that you offer.
So I do facials as well, and so I'm actually getting into a new skincare company, Neogenesis. So I went to the Skin Games in Atlanta. So the Skin Games is like this competition for estheticians, and they added a massage competition to it too. And it was just a great networking event, great learning experience. And so as the Skin Games, they promote different sponsors and things. And I was seeing this company, and because I work on post-op clients, the results they have on scar work, like, it's amazing. Like, they have all these before and after pictures, and the afters is like, some of them is like the person never even got a scar.
Wow.
And so it's a really good company. And they also have, what I love, the founder is really great, but I also learned they have a charitable component. So if you know, it's oncology safe skincare. So if you know somebody who is going through treatments, they will, you know, give them the skincare and stuff for their skin.
Okay.
So I've been using, about to start incorporating that. So just anyone.
So now is that how did you partner up with them? Like, is that affiliate marketing, network marketing? What type of partnership is it?
So
or you buying the product wholesale, or?
Yeah, and then and they work with us clinicians and stuff. And I went to the founder. I knew he was the founder. I was like, hey, I want to know more about your company because I saw you on Instagram. He's like, okay. So that's how I got connected with them. But the facial aspect of it with skincare, I said, like, my little tagline is relax and recover. So if you have like issues with your skin and you want to help, you have a goal, like, I'm like, okay, let's team up. Let's help you out. Okay. So that's the new skincare line I'm starting to work with, and I just believe in it. And I so that's one of the services. Like, I'm passionate about stuff, so that's why so that's why I talk about it if I love it.
I love it. I love it. You got the energy.
Welcome. I'm Corey S. Williams, an executive director at Legal Shield, dedicated to providing families and businesses with affordable access to the expertise of attorneys. But my journey doesn't stop at just legal services. I'm here to empower individuals, transform lives, and shape futures. Get access to a nationwide network of law firms for only $29 a month for you and your family. Go to www.cinolc.com and click Legal Services to sign up today.
You got the energy. You got the energy, you know.
And so that's my thing. So skincare, so like if you have hyperpigmentation, acne concerns, like, I want to help you out with it. So
because I remember, like, I think this has evolved, because I'll be 49 in October, but I remember, like, when I was growing up, all I would see is like Clearasil, Oxy. Then they had the when Diddy, no Diddy, but when Diddy had the stuff, and you see like the infomercials late night for, facials and things like that. So how have you seen that industry evolve, just in your time, even from growing up, to now? How have you seen like the skincare and that industry?
When you get into the professional grade stuff, it's like a whole nother world, especially skin, because like I mostly been doing massages for a while, so that flow you talked about kind of flow throughout my disciplines. And so I've been recently just getting back into skincare, and so going to the Skin Games, I was like, man, these products, it's a whole evolution. So the difference between like professional grade to like consumer, like stuff we can typically get, is kind of like the ingredients are more like stronger. The technologies are more advanced, and so but I tell people this too. If you using Neutrogena and it's working for you, I ain't gonna beat you over the head.
I ain't gonna lie. I had some Neutrogena before, and I liked it. Like I had the little cleanse, and I mean, I really liked it. But so it's some stuff better than Neutrogena. It's some real stuff. So Neutrogena is just kind of like what level would you put Neutrogena on versus what you just seen
talked about? Compared to
even your product that you're selling, you're about to sell.
The Neutrogena is like, maybe like here and everything else was like, okay.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, because like I said, the technologies is different. I don't want to like downgrade nothing, but it's just like the technologies is different and just more impactful than what you could kind of just get.
And I'm sure the price point is probably different.
It is,
too,
but it's like it's an investment, like with anything. Like people, like when it comes to massages, like people, like if it's for free, they're like, oh, I want a massage. When it comes to pay, they're a little quiet about it. And I'm like, but you know the benefit of it, because when you get one, you feel the difference. And a lot of times we carry so much in our bodies, we just get used to it. So people would just be like working and moving and just going about your day. And it's not until they get a massage that they're like, man, I didn't realize how tight I was. I didn't realize this. I even had people like cry on my table because they was holding in emotional stuff in their bodies. So it's like, and that's part of the things too, as being any kind of technician, when you're touching people, hairstylist, nail, whatever, it's an energy exchange. And I know, and it may sound woo-woo, but it's really true.
I'm with you.
We learned this even in school. So it's like, we pick up on stuff, we're, stuff like that. So that's part of our price too. So it's a lot that goes to it. It's not just rubbing people, it's not just rubbing people's faces or doing people's hair. It's actually a lot that goes into it, just on an energetic level. So I was like, everything is, you have to look at it as an investment, because our bodies, we're wear down. Like the older you get, and if you don't take care of it, like that's how like some athletes, like I'm sure like LeBron James, he's been doing this for a while at a very high level, but he could not have done that if he wasn't getting the proper. I'm sure he's getting massages and the proper care to maintain his body. I
think he said that he spends like all the money he spends millions on his body. Like he said it. Like I can't think of the number, but I'll look it up. But millions on taking care of his body, because that's his asset. I mean, if his body was out of whack, he wouldn't be getting that check. So
exactly,
I guess it's definitely an investment. So do you do like massage? Like, do you have weekly specials, or do you have like monthly clients that you like? How do you do your services? They just pay per client, or how does that? So
usually I have like packages, and every now and then I'll do like some type of special, but mostly people just come in and they pay for what they need, and then I just rebook them and we see them again. Okay. So you have like a book ski counter. How do you book your Vagaro? Yeah.
Okay. So more services, because I know you got. Let's stay on these services. It's interesting to me. I'm like, wow. Okay.
So we got the massages, skincare, and then I do I have this one service called the Glow Up. So it's kind of a combo service, but it is a waterless body scrub. Using Gendili products, and so it's very moisturizing and hydrating, and it has a facial component too, so your whole skin, your whole body would just be glowing radiantly.
Wow. Okay, let me ask you this: what about people that may be not as clean, when they may not be hygienically correct when they come to y'all dirty people? If you nasty, dirty, I ain't trying to be. But what about that? Because like, I have weak stomach, so if I smell, if something throw me off, I'm gonna be like, it ain't gonna sit right with me. So how do you deal with those type of clients, or do you get those type of clients?
So very, 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 very rarely. And I try to be also like y'all. I used to work at this waxing center. And this girl came to get a Brazilian, right? So a Brazilian consists of...
snap, okay.
But she was like, yeah, I didn't shower. I haven't showered all day. And I was just like...
Transform your financial future with creating innovative new opportunities and solutions. CINOs. Specializing in credit repair, we're your ally in enhancing your credit profile and unlocking new possibilities. At CINO's, we understand the intricacies of credit scores and offer expert guidance to rebuild and improve yours. Our dedicated team provides personalized strategies, helping you navigate and overcome credit challenges. Beyond credit repair, we offer business funding, trade line services, LLC setup, and more. But it all starts with a solid credit foundation. Take the first step towards financial empowerment with CINO's. Contact us today and start your journey to a better credit score.
Like, why would you tell me that you about to get this type of service? So don't do that. Look, take a shower and stuff. But I also want to be cognizant of that. Some people who have disorders where they really can't help it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I haven't asked anyone like if that has happened, but I do try to be cognizant of that. But like I said, it very, very, very rarely happens.
Okay.
But also, if you're in the industry and you need something to help with that, these are essential oil nose diffusers I sell. Okay. So basically, they're like a silicone nose ring.
Let me see this.
Yeah, it's a silicone.
It's a what? What
is it? It's a silicone nose ring. And so it's infused with essential oils. So if you like lavender, lemon, you can just stick it right here.
What you mean?
It's like a little nose ring.
Oh,
yeah,
it
so
goes in the middle.
Yeah, it goes in the middle.
And so
it has the scent, so you can breathe in the scent. So I have used that before.
Can I have this? Can I try one of these? Okay, I'm gonna try one of these. And it's just for if you just want to. So does it give you energy? Does it just?
It's essential oils. So I know some essential oils are good for calming. Some are good for energy. Some are.
Does it dissolve or something, or it just wears off or something?
It wears off, but if you have the oil, you can reinfuse the oil. The nose ring itself is good for 30 uses. So. All
right, I'm gonna try. After the end of the show, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna do a demo. Right?
Yeah.
On the smell goods. Okay. So is that all your services? Are we done? You got more services? Or
Let me see. I'm trying to think of everything. So I'll talk about like my niche. It's a massage, but manual lymphatic drainage. So that's my niche. So like deep tissue. I can do deep tissue, of course, but manual lymphatic drainage is a very gentle modality, but it helps detoxify the body, boost the immune system. If you have fluid, it helps drain it off. It's very relaxing. People, my teacher called it like a massage for your nervous system. Okay. So when we do our services, we want to engage the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest, the relaxation. So
you talking big, you saying a lot of big words, right? The magnetic system and all this and all. So you technically are in the medical field in a sense as well, right?
I graduated from a school, so that when we graduated from it, we can call it a clinical massage therapist. Okay. So it does tie in. Yeah. Like when it was COVID, I got an email talking about I could got the vaccine because they put me in that category of people, like when they were giving the medical people the access first to the vaccine, they grouped us in there as well. Okay. So yeah, so we do, we do, you have to, when you do massages, you have to know what you're doing because you're dealing with the whole system, and you have to know if something is a contraindicated, which means someone can't get it. Like there's certain things I have to know what you got going on because I can't do this or it's going to affect you badly. So you have to know, you have to really know what you're doing.
What about, I know we talked about the post-op massages, but what about body sculpting? Is that the same thing, or what is that exactly?
So body sculpting is like non-invasive inch loss treatment.
So do you do that?
Not really. I took the class. I had to. I can, but I haven't really.
But you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that kind of still popular, or?
Yeah, because a lot of times people want that after their post-op service, but they can only get it about 6 to 8 weeks after their surgery, and only really if you still don't have fluid. Like you have to be very careful when you're post-op, because if you get this certain things, it can have an adverse effect if you're not in the proper condition to get it. But it's still a thing. Okay. It's still a thing. So it's basically using machines where they target kind of like the fat cells, get them to pop, and then it drains into your lymphatic system, and then you use the bathroom and it comes out that way.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
wood
you got the-
therapy.
Okay. Man, I mean, first of all, I'm just so super proud of. I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of all the ladies, the women in these industries that, because this type of stuff really was. This stuff is kind of new, right? I mean, fairly new.
Yeah,
Right? Or maybe it was just reserved for wealthy people. You know, back then. Is that would you? That's kind of fair?
Yeah. Because like body contouring is definitely like if you go to a med spa, like med spas they've been a thing, but I think they've really been on the rise lately. They have more advanced body sculpting stuff, so it's been a thing. Like you said, I think a certain group of people had like access to it, but now we're everyone's learning about it and everyone is partaking. Because like plastic surgery and stuff, that was something that only a certain group of people could have the money to even do. So even that how popular and stuff that's become, I think it's getting more to the masses now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. So talk about client experiences, I'm just going down my list, my checklist. So we kind of talked about that. Benefits of spa treatment, I think we kind of touched on that. Do you have any self-care tips, like for men and women? I mean, any tips that you could probably do at home, some do-it-yourself type of stuff? What do you recommend for inexpensive self-care,
So inexpensive self-care, I would say, one, I think there is power in just finding a quiet space and just doing some deep breathing. I have a video on my Instagram about diaphragmatic breathing, and a lot of people it's new to them. I went to Emerson, so I was a vocal major, so we got trained on how to do it.
Shout out Emerson, GI, right?
So it's like second nature to me, but a lot of people when we breathe in, kind of breathe in like this. And then when you breathe from the diaphragm, you breathe in, and your stomach comes out, and then you exhale.
What you mean? You breathe in from the? What you mean?
So the diaphragm is a muscle under like your rib cage.
Okay.
So when you breathe in, your stomach is going to expand out. So you still kind of came up from here from the chest.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So it's like. Oh. And then it goes down. Yeah.
All right. So
yes.
okay, all right. It's okay. Any other little tips? Anything?
So, and just that you can do at home. I would say too, like,
well, not necessarily at home, but just anything you could buy. Anything you can buy. Like I go to the dollar store and they have the little massage things and the little spot. Like
just
you can
kind of like
pampering
tools.
yourself.
I mean, there's like them Theragun things, foam rollers, stretching. Like I think that's something people don't realize that we really need, and it's very powerful too. Is the stretching. So whether it's like yoga or just like regular stretching videos you can find on YouTube, doing that, especially like either before you go to work or after, having a wind down routine, wherever that may be. Could be taking a shower, then you get your wine, then you do your reading, like whatever you can do, like winding down. Like I took it was like a little group class about like self-care that I was in, and someone mentioned how when people like get their kids ready for bed, they have a whole routine, and like when we were growing up, they had a whole routine. But we like got away from that as adults because we just ripping and running and stuff like that. So you do that for yourself too, and it helps you.
I mean, people, I guess I'm into it, or I'm intrigued by it because I like the self-care, I get manicures, and I like to be groomed, and I will get a massage, and things like that. And it's just, and you talk about that wind down, like I wake up on the grind. I wake up and I'm feeding my mind, I'm feeding my spirit, and I'm working, I'm doing a lot of different things. And so I know me personally, I have to wind down. Like at 10 o'clock, I'm like shut down. Like that's when I can talk, like, and relax, or find me something, a movie to watch and just relax. I kind of like, just like you said, just that feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I sleep better.
CONVO with CINO would like to thank Cameran Battley, the talented massage therapist, esthetician, and manicurist at Honee B Beauty. Book your appointment today. Call 219-525-1955 or visit their website at honeybeebeauty.com.
You know, when versus me just still in the grind and me go to bed. Like I may toss and turn if I don't have that wind down. I may wake up like I may have crazy dream or something. You know what I'm saying? So I know I have to have, you know, that wind down. So I think that's important because I practice that as well.
Yeah.
So wrapping up. So what's the future of Honee B Beauty?
So the future is very bright. So I have plans on. I want to eventually get like a space. Like I came to that conclusion like a couple of days ago. I'm like, yeah, I definitely want like a bigger space, more of a facility. I always say I wanted like a wellness center, like where people can come get spa services and stuff, and like herbs and, you know, things like that. It's just like a haven, you know, a wellness haven. And I want to get into education, so like teaching people like the, you know, massages and stuff I do, 'cause I really like teaching people stuff. So
okay.
So yeah, so those are some of the things I got.
So you teacher that you like, you feel a fulfillment, some type of good energy or fulfillment when you're teaching?
Yeah.
Let's say, okay. So you want to kind of show people and how to do what you do.
Yeah.
Or start like a school is like what would it be? More just a course or something like that?
Just like a course.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like to move around a little bit. So probably like what people do, they have like a course like, you know, from May 25th to 26th.
Okay.
You know, you sign up for the class and then, you know, stuff like that.
And I know, do you have any like digital products that you sell? Anything like any books or ebooks or anything that you?
So I'm working on one. So I don't have one out right now, but I am having one in the works.
Okay. Digital product. There was another question I wanted to ask you. So the future. All right. Well, man, I think your future is gonna be real bright. Based on what I've seen and everything and your energy, the vibe, you know, I want to thank you for inviting me here and oh, that's what I want to talk about. Mentorship in coaching. I think you mentioned that. Now, how important is that?
It's very important. Like in any industry you in, to have some type of mentor, a coach. So I did a coaching program. I was traveling back and forth to Atlanta with and I learned so much in that. It was with a 6-figure spa chick, and it just really opened my eyes to stuff that I didn't know. Like, you don't know what you don't know. And so getting under people and learning from them, and then I connected with other coaches and mentors. Like at the Skin Games, I was like, I had someone to be my mentor there, and learned stuff from that person that I didn't know. And so that helped me make moves to grow, that I'm currently working on some stuff now. And so like, if you're whatever business or industry you're in, like find you somebody that's credible, of course, because a lot of people saying they coaches and things like that. So you actually want to do the homework, but you gotta learn from somebody, because you don't know everything. And I have to say, like, I will always try to have me a coach or member or mentor, whatever, from this point on, because I've seen how needed they are. And like I said, I learned so much, and like it's just been amazing. So
well, that's how you got here.
Yeah, really it is.
I mean, I was because that's why I was like, I gotta ask this question, because the first thing you said was when we spoke, you were like, yeah, my coach said I need to get on more shows, more podcasts, more interviews, you know. And so I was like, wow, that's great. And to me being a mentor and being a mentee, shout out to Rich Off Information, you know, being in that industry, I really felt it, and I was like, I know she's going to be a good guest. I know she's going to, you know, you got all the information I needed, you own it, because I know once you put up that money and invest, then you're going to really follow the guidance of that program or that coach. You know? So, and you did it to the T, and that's why I know that you're going to be super, super successful, and you're going to have your own coaching program and doing that, all that. So, so congratulations on all your, any last words before we wrap up?
just thank you so much for the opportunity, and just y'all take care of yourself. Like, it's really important. You only have one body, and I know as entrepreneurs, even to myself, because people who know me know I can get into a groove of working, but when you take care of yourself, your business will reflect that as well. So it'll bring you more prosperity, and you'll be better for the people that you need to serve. So take care of yourself first, and then everything else will fall in place.
Awesome, awesome. And what's your social media? You know, give them. What's your social media? Where can we find you at?
On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Honee B Beauty, HONEE, the letter B, Beauty. So yeah.
All right, all right.
Oh, and YouTube.
And YouTube. All right. Well, you've been tuned in to episode number 30 of Convo with CINO, and I couldn't pick a better person to share it with than Miss Cameran here at Honee B Beauty. So y'all follow her, like her stuff, support, purchase, you know, just watch her, keep an eye on her, because I'm telling you, she got a year or so from now, she's gonna be in a whole different place. So thank you again. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe to Convo with CINO. This your man Corey Williams. We out.
Peace.